Hi and welcome to the Azam Sharp channel. I'm your host Mohammad Azam with another screencast. So we are going to continue with SpriteKit development, and in this screencast I'm going to show you how you can enable the physics effect in your SpriteKit game. So let me go ahead and run this. I've changed a couple of things. I've added a nice background like a jungle, and instead of the spaceship I have replaced it with my custom graphics of a bug or an alien, whatever you want to call it. The rest of the code is exactly the same. The rotate by angle is actually in radians, so this is a 6.28 is basically 360 degrees. Let me go ahead and run this, and you will notice that it's pretty much the same thing as we did last time. And now it rotates 360 degrees. Okay. So this is our current game, and you can see that it doesn't really have any physics effect associated with it. So let's go ahead and add the physics world. So I'm just going to say over here, setup physics world, which will allow me to create the physics world. So this is a custom method, of course, physics world, and let's go ahead and implement the physics world. Self.physicsBody. And we are going to say sk physics body and body with edge loop from rectangle. So now if you don't do that, then what will happen is that your things will just fall out. And let's actually go ahead and see what I'm talking about. So for the least amount, you have to set at least the body. So I'm going to go ahead and say the gravity, because you have to have some sort of a gravity, right? And let's go ahead and say there is no horizontal gravity, and the vertical part will be minus 1.0. Okay. Of course, now you have to go to your hero, which is your sprite, and you have to also enable some sort of physics on that, and that is also very easy. You can say physics body equal to sk physics body with the circle of the radius. Now our body is actually a circle, so we can use this. If our body was a rectangle, we can use a rectangle. If our body is none of these shapes, then we can construct a shape from the loop. Okay, so we can define a CG path ref, and it will allow us to draw a custom shape. So let's go with the body with the circle with the radius. I'm going to say hero.size.width divided by 2, so that will be this radius of the body. Let's go ahead and run it. And you can see that the body just fell off the ground, so there are no edges. And that's the reason that we started creating this particular physics body edge. Okay, so I'm just going to say edge with from the rectangle, and we can simply provide self.frame. And now you will notice that when the body hits the bottom, it actually bounces, or basically it is now confined in this world. Okay, let's go ahead and add some more physics properties to our hero. So I can say physics body dot restitution 0.8. Restitution is the bounciness level, so you can see now the body actually bounces, or it has more bounce, right? The last thing for this tutorial, what I'm going to do is to give you some sense of forces that you can apply on the body. So if you have a body over here, hero.physicsBody, you have different methods over here: apply angular impulse, apply force, apply impulse. We are going to use apply impulse, and in the x direction, in the x vector, I can apply 1.0, and in the y I can apply 2.0. So it will move to the right hand side whenever I click a button, or whenever I click on the screen. You can see, here we go. So I'm now touching the screen all the time, and you can see that there's a force is being applied on the right hand side. So the force is applied from the left so that the body can move to the right. You can see over here, I'm applying the force, and you can always go ahead and, apply more force. So if you have like really 20, 20, now that's a lot of force that you're going to apply, and you can see now the body behaves completely different. Okay. Eventually the body will go into rest because of the friction, because of the gravity. But you can see that when I just hit once, and the body just goes into this crazy amount of force and motion. Okay, and that's pretty much it. As you can see that this is much easier. There's much easier to apply physics to your game if your game is built using SpriteKit framework. If you're using some other framework like Cocos 2D, you might have to use Chipmunk framework, you might have to use Box 2D or Space Manager framework to apply those effects. But SpriteKit really makes it very, very simple to apply these kind of effects. And in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you that how you can do collision detection, so that when your body collides with some other body, you will be notified and then you can take certain action. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much. And once again, if you like this video and you want to donate, then you can donate using PayPal, using azamsharp@gmail.com. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for more videos.